institutions, we had participants from IIM Lucknow, IIT Guwahati, IIT Kharagpur, Pondicherry Central University, Delhi School of Economics, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gorakhpur University, Dr. Shyam Prasad Mukherjee University, Ranchi, Jharkhand, Gokhale Institute of Economics and Politics, AIMS New Delhi, Tripura University, Aligarh Muslim University, Hyderabad Central University of Andhra Pradesh, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, and the list goes on. We are truly delighted to see such enthusiasm and active engagement from the participants. We feel honored. Moving forward, I now invite Professor Ramakrishna, the architect of this 1 week FDP, to share his thoughts and experience in this FDP journey. The way he kept us motivated and steered us through every step was through truly enriching experience. Over to you, Ramakrishna sir.
Dr. Kalyani, thank you very much. At the outset, I welcome all the participants to this final day of the program. And first, I thank people who are supporting me, that is Dr. Swati Mathur, Dr. Kalyani, and our technical head, Dr. Rakesh and Faninda. Now, with this, I tell the exact story of this FDP program. See, you are seeing our director, Professor Srinivas Murthy Garu there. He's the person who actually continuously encourages us to do a lot of knowledge sharing with the people. So when I coined this program with Professor Srinivas Murthy Garu, some of our colleagues suggested that, sir, why don't we charge some money and collect share? Then his one word statement is that to colleagues and to me also, we should not charge any money from the faculty members. Even it is 100 rupees also, we don't need. We have, our only objective is to share the knowledge with the people. Whatever that we have, we share with them. So that's the one major thing that we have with our beloved director, Professor Srinivas Murthy Garu. He is here. And this is a person who is always with a busy schedule. Even today, our valedictory is there. Today morning, we tried to meet him. He's busy with the board meetings. He's busy with final thoughts. Now he's traveling and he's flying in a few minutes. And even then also, we keep on irritating him. Sir, please 5 minutes of a time. Later we discuss. Now, if any other individual is there, usually get irritated. But this person, like you are seeing a smile on his face on the photo, with the same smile, he says, "Okay, Ramakrishna, what is it I have to do? Sir, this is a program. Schedule is this, and you have to be there." So with this continuous motivation, support, and encouragement, we are doing a lot of things. This FDP is one among that. Nearly we are reaching about 2,400 faculty members across the country, as Dr. Kalyani was mentioning. Last year, with the support, we were conducted and we trained around of 6,000 faculty members and around 15,000 students. This year, in the sense when I'm talking about this year, 2025, already we crossed training around 3,000 faculty members and about 5,000 students so far. And down the line, there are more things are there. And with this, I once again sincerely thank our director, Professor Srinivas Murthy Garu, for his all support, encouragement, and motivation. And he is a person who steers the events. We are all the people who just follow his instructions and do and try to realize his dreams and bring a reality. His dreams, we try to bring a reality. With this, sir, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to share our knowledge with the entire community across the country, sir. Thank you very much. Kalyani, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ramakrishna sir. Now it is my absolute honor to invite our guiding force and visionary leader, the chairman of this FDP, our esteemed director of IPE, Professor S. Srinivasa Murthy, to deliver the valedictory address. Murthy sir,
thank you,
please share
Kalyani.
your thoughts, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, Kalyani. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. My greetings, regards to all the teachers present in this workshop, 5-day program. Are you able to hear, Kalyani?
Yes, sir.
We are
Yes,
able to
sir.
hear, sir.
Right. So it is a great feeling for me that so many faculty have assembled for knowing new things. That is one of the important quality any faculty would have, always eagerness to learn new things and getting connected with people and also trying to give the same thing to the students. Finally, the purpose of our teaching community is that only. We have to understand, we have to learn, and finally pass it on to the student community who are going to be the next future generation for all of us. And as I have been telling, IPE is an institution which believes in sharing the resources, and this concept of having MOUs and also so many programs. Thank my colleague Professor Ramakrishna, who has been my right hand in these initiatives. And again, one more MOU signing ceremony on 24th Monday. So continuously, universities and colleges are approaching us. We are trying to have only 5 to 6 at a time so that we can provide time to them to explain about their institution. When we sign MOU, the purpose is that wherever we are all academicians, we belong to one community. In fact, instead of competing with each other, we should collaborate with each other. We have to compete with other countries now. India is emerging as the third largest economy. We have to show to the world the intellectual prowess of the academic community, how they come together, how they share the knowledge, how hardworking they are, how dedicated they are to learn new things and also pass it on to the student community. So, with this intention, we have started, and we are very happy that so many institutions are actually participating. And really, it is a great occasion. And thanks to the technology which has enabled this, we could not have met in physical world. So many people and so many people participating without any grumbling because it is kept in the night, 8 to 9, very convenient time, and people will complete their routines, and finally they to learn. So that giving personal time to learn is very important, and the timings actually decided by Professor Ramakrishna, 8 to 9. Actually, it is a success factor here because already we did one program, we got very good feedback from them. So based on that, this has been decided, and we sincerely uh, believe that the faculty have been benefited, and they will start implementing whatever they have learned. And because AI has changed the way we write, and we also interact with people, we take decisions, you name it, it is everywhere. Actually, I am tempted to quote one poem from Bhagavatam. Bammera Potana Machulu, he is a Telugu writer who has written Bhagavatam. It is a collection of various things about Lord Krishna. There is one poem, Indugala Danduledani, Sandehamoladu, Chakri Sarvopaгаతండు, Endendi Vediki Chojana, Andande Kaladu Danavagrani Vinte. There is a story where Hiranyakashyapa, father of Bhakta Prahlada, he is dead against Sri Hari, Lord Sri Vishnu, and he wants to kill him. And he is not able to find him. Then he asks Prahlada, his son, where is he? Then his son says, he is everywhere. Indugalad Anduledan. You cannot say he is not here, not there. He is everywhere. Wherever you want, he will be there. That is the actual reality about artificial intelligence now. Artificial intelligence is everywhere. You name it, there is a field, there is an implication of AI. And if you don't use AI, certainly we are going to lose, and we will not arrive at the best of the decisions. So that in that context, I Lord Bihari Yami, AI also Sarvantarayami. That means it is present everywhere, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Whatever we say, God. That is the actually power of knowledge. Any new thing, any knowledge, that is the power of knowledge. And when we started using any such knowledge, we find that every section of the society is benefited. Every section of the society, and all the sectors of the economy are benefited. You say agriculture, you have technology, drone technology, and so many technologies, industry, automation, robotics, right? Services sector, banking sector, and all, they have started using artificial intelligence to improve their businesses. So artificial intelligence is there everywhere, and academicians, we are always in the forefront of actually taking this knowledge to the our target group, that is student community, and we also train the industry people. That's the reason we are always respected in the society. So, being fortunate to be in the teaching profession, it is also our duty that we work together, grow together. That is very, very important. So the more you share knowledge, the more you get. That is actually the philosophy. So I am sure that whatever the motivation the faculty have got through this 5-day program, they will start using in their research work, in their writing articles, and it will facilitate. You see, earlier they may find it difficult, but now you find that yes, there is an easiest way of doing things, a better way of doing things, and an acceptable way of doing things. So that's what actually the power of AI. And Professor Ramakrishna is an excellent faculty, is a dedicated faculty, because it's very difficult, continuously we are now recently also they went to Karimnagar, Nizamabad, and we are going, we held in the government colleges, we have signed, the college, with our college, because they are located in they don't have resources. Then we want to support them. Yes, IP faculty will come and train you free of cost, because knowledge, you cannot sell the knowledge. Knowledge is free. And similarly, we want to train the student. They are the future of the country. Let them grab the opportunities. If you provide them confidence, they will compete with the best, and they may join B schools, and they improve. They get a better future. So that is our actually our intention. So I actually compliment my colleagues, Professor Ramakrishna, Professor Kalyani, Professor Swati Mathur, Professor Rakesh, for this initiative. And also, I am always there for them, because when they are doing good work, my duty is to support, right? Always. So I compliment them, and also compliment all the faculty. Now, so many faculty, we can't imagine. I was saying in the first day, it is like a Bahubali FDP. It's truly a Bahubali FDP, because when you're able, so many people are able to come together and know each other, and that's how we have to grow in the academic community. So with these few words, once again, I wish all the participants all the best, great academic careers, and can also, we have, that when we sign MOU, there are many things we can do together. We have publications, contribute. Whatever seminars, conference we conduct, we send communication to you. And as Professor Ramakrishna said, we'll conduct at least one FDP, one SDP in that college. And more than that, we want to give confidence to the institutions which are located in rural areas, that yes, they can work together with big institutions like IPE. They can grow together, and there is somebody to provide them opportunity in true sense. Manasa Vacha Karmana, we say. In true sense, we want to do that. So we pray God to facilitate many more such things, so that more and more teaching community, student community are benefited. Thank you very much. Namaste to all of you.
Thank you, sir, for that inspiring words. The way you have connected the role of today's faculty's multiple tasks with Bambara Potana's poem was really beautiful. Thank you, sir. It's your support and guidance that always drives us forward in conducting various activities and programs at IPE. Thank you so much, sir. Now,
Thank you.
we would.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, we would like to hear from our participants about their learnings and experiences during this FTP. Please provide us with your critical comments and suggestions, if any, for our upcoming programs. We want you to be very crisp and conclude your talk in a minute or two. Now, I request the participants who want to share their feedback to raise their hands. We will select few of them to open up their mics and share their views.
In addition to that, I also have one request to all the participants. If you have planning for any future FDP programs, online, offline, or anything there, any support, our director is here, so you can throw your ideas or prospectus share with him. So instantly we may get approvals for those also. Thank you.
Yeah. First, we will be allowing Vasanta Lakshmi Garu. Madam, you can unmute and share your feedback.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, ma'am.
Director, as well as the faculty who were organizing this 1 week FDP program. Excellent, fantabulous program. which we have learned it from the scratch, nothing to everything, I think. I can say it's a complete pot full of water which we have learned for the entire days. Apart from this, I just wanted to add on, sir, requesting that if you can, as I was insisting yesterday and very in the comment box as well, like if you can assist us with another SPSS session, which can make our work which we are practicing now cannot be gone waste. I want to request for this to IP chairman, sir, so that we can be benefited much more. And we can see there's so many people getting benefited out of this. I thank you, sir, for accepting this and not charging a single rupee so that the number of centers increase and we are 100% benefited and expecting more number of sessions to be held. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. And thank you all the
Thank you.
participants.
Yeah,
Kalyani,
thank
may I
you.
request
Thank you,
Professor
Vasantalakshmi
Patrick,
garu.
please? Kalyani,
Yeah, Professor Patrick. Sir, you can unmute.
will turn on video also.
Yes. All the participants who are sharing their feedback are free to switch on their videos, cameras.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much to team from IP. Wonderful work. Thank you so much to my elder brother who had gone about with working very hard in getting this program done. It's truly a wonderful thing, seeing the numbers every day crossing close to 1,000. And thank you so much for that wonderful session on literature review, Kalyani ma'am. And thanks for all that inputs that were given by Ramakrishna sir. And it was an eye-opener. I said it to him yesterday also about the statskingdom.com. I think that's fabulous website that he has shared. And looking forward to Swati ma'am's session. And we look forward for many more kind of things. I've associated, and I mean, this is something across the country and it's gone beyond where people have attended and benefited a lot. And this is something which really true what Murthy sir has said. Knowledge grows by sharing. And thanks for all the members who have put together their efforts and excellent teamwork. I think we run out short of words to praise the kind of efforts that you have put in. Congratulations to Team IPA.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Dr. Kannan ji. Sir, you can unmute, share your video, open your video and share your feedback.
Good evening, everyone. I am very happy to share my views. It's a wonderful program. And while I am doing the registration, I never think about it. It should be like this. But every day, I'm eagerly waiting when the time has come up to 8 o'clock to open up this program and to gain my knowledge. It's free of cost. Whenever the free of cost program, so many comments may pass us. Usually, people it may be not useful. It may they are dominating certain things like that. It may be going on. But in this platform, I never seen that everyone very dedicatedly they are enhancing their knowledge, imparting their knowledge to like of us. So I'm very great, thankful to everyone, the whole team. I'm very great, thankful to you. If in future, like the same kind of any FDP or any conference, please intimate it in the groups. I will support it in that. It will be not supported to. It will be great supported to my career. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Kannan ji. Now we will move to Sapna Mathur. Madam, you can unmute.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mrs. Sapna Mathur from Villamari Degree College. At the outset, as everybody's been saying, I'm also repeating, thank you so much for this wonderful FDP, which has helped us to enhance, our support to the research. We all understand the significance of research in the present day world. And I think this is the right kind of support and guidance that all of us are getting. And I'm sure many more will be inspired to do research and, enhance their knowledge. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Next, Dr. Rizwana.
Yeah, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. As I know that AI is a buzzword, I too very interested for attending the program. Still, after the completion of the session, I can able to say that can I make use, effective use of this session. I'm very thankful to everyone, ma'am, at IP. I'm very thankful, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you.
Subhash Reddy, sir, you can unmute and share your feedback.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, all. Thanks to the team IPE. Really, it's a wonderful and learning session. Earlier, I attended Educators for AI, and I learned so many things like prompt engineering and everything. Still, now I'm using very much. And even in these sessions, I learned so many things. Thanks to Kalyani, RK sir, and the Swati Mathur. And the way RK sir teach anything is so simple and which directly sits on our mind. That is, and after listening to RK sir, I've become the fan of his teaching. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you, Subhash sir. Next, we have Vinay Sittam Shetty. Sir, you can unmute. Vinay Sittam Shetty.
Ma'am, thank you very much, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Please proceed.
Ma'am, it was really very useful. I just started my PhD. I just enrolled a couple of months ago. So this is my first FDP, first seminar of such kind. It was really, it really helped me to learn basics. So it's one of a kind session. And I'm also planning to do my PhD in insurance. And after knowing you are from insurance, I immediately tried to go into a Google Scholar and try to read all your papers on insurance. Ma'am, it was very helpful for me.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
And
Next, yeah.
done, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Next, we have Vivek G. Sir, you can unmute.
Hello. So nice of you, ma'am, to reconnect with both of you from May. I think many of us are common, right? After May, I think we lost touch for 6 months. I don't know if you have had any courses. But in today's time, when I've been attending several such sessions from pandemic onwards, but I think truly this is the only session where I think Professor Murthy and Professor Ramakrishna has come together, and you also making it free is unheard of, right? But that is what is at times required. And what we also feel, all of us, we feel, and Professor RK has a very unique style of teaching that I have seen, and I hope I can one day become a teacher like him. I've been trying for last 23 years, but fine, there are always. So what I am beginning to feel is most of the research scholars across the world, not only in India, are facing this issue, including the teachers also. With these tools, they think that immediately the only question what I see in chats in all the Zoom messages, can we copy paste and use it? Will it be caught? Will it be caught? Right? So it's so very well done. I am so very happy. And sir, please continue. Whatever little support we can all give, we'll try to give. But you have a very unique style. Do take care of yourself. Or the whole team members should take care of each other because a lot of effort is needed. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir is from IIM Lucknow, the IT head over there, and he was the one who was helping us with how to remove those lines every day which were coming on our screen. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we go to Dr. Ramanjanelu. Sir, you can unmute and share your experiences.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody.
And I think he's one who has been talking on all the 5 days. Please.
In fact, I heard about Ramakrishna sir before. We have I am from MIT, sir, MIT Global Business School, Hyderabad. We have VV Krishna Reddy. I think you must be knowing him. So yeah, he mentioned about you, and a lot of times we discussed about you. So I have seen you after that, and now whatever he said is really true, I felt. So first, let me say this. At least to take this kind of a topic, one needs to have the guts. It's kind of like whatever the treasure that you have, you're pouring out to the rest of the world. So that's what I felt really. So thank you so much for this invaluable effort to give us this much of knowledge for free of cost. Thank you so much. And we have learned a lot. I was using already this earlier, but now it's crystal clear for me how to connect the dots and then navigate through in whole exercises. So thank you so much for that. Thank you. Thanks to all
Thank
the
you.
team.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Ram sir. Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
now we move to Dr. Balakrishna. Sir, you can unmute.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, with two words, I will simply conclude that the session is, all the sessions are practical, practicable. Second thing, right, I got a confidence that I can write A-star paper from this starting today onwards. I'm having the A paper now. I'm already having.
Yes, sir, you have to submit it to our conference.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, because of
You have to submit it to our conference.
yeah, that it is there.
Of course, with a human touch.
Obviously, ma'am. So far, like I have not utilized the AI tools. Like depend like everything on my own cognition or something like that. So not yet utilize the AI tools appropriately. So now I could learn all those right AI tools like from all these for the last 5 days. This is the 60th day, and congratulations to the all FP team. If I have the opportunity, right, probably I will work with you. Right, I mean, you guys have I have the opportunity in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
sir.
sir. And then we will take the last two for the feedback. We will move to Dr. Balashri Prasad Kamarapu. Sir, you can unmute and share your feedback.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm audible, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, Moti sir. Good evening, Professor Ramakrishna sir.
Good
Kalyani
evening,
madam, Swati Mathur. It's a great pleasure for me to attend all these days. I did not miss any point. I did not miss because I logged in through laptop as well as mobile so that I did not miss anything. And Ramakrishna sir, I have been following you, attending most of the online and offline sessions also since last 5 years. And this is a wonderful session so far, whatever I have attended. And I hope this will help me and all the participants who have attended this for writing their research in their future endeavors. And thank you, all the team members of IPE. It's a great teamwork. Not to mention, but I just want to say it actually. But it is a great teamwork, sir. I know, I not only me, even all the participants know how much pain and how much work you have done, how much background work you have done. We all participants, as participants, we can understand that, sir. And I'd be very thankful to all the team members of IPE, and I hope I'll attend one more so many FDPs in the future. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Sir, thank you.
Thank you, sir. And the last one, we will go for Adnan Mansoor Nala. Sir, you can unmute and share your experiences.
Hello everyone, myself Adnan Mansoor Nala from Jammu and Kashmir, and I am a comparative religion of studies student. This was the excellent workshop for the researches through this AI, and I enjoyed and learned very well. So I am very thankful to every faculty member of this workshop. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Ramakrishna sir, do we have time for any one or two more? Or
yeah, you can take two more, Kalyan. That's enough
okay.
because sir is also maybe reaching the airport.
Yes,
and again,
yes.
we have a session of Swati Mathur also.
Yes, I'll take another two more.
And another
Dr.
is after
PM
the Swati
Seema.
Mathur session,
Mm.
then we can continue with the Q&A session and also feedback after the Swati session also.
Okay.
Right.
Dr. M. Seema, you can unmute and share your.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Good evening, Srinivas Murthy sir, Ramakrishna sir, Kalyani
evening.
ma'am, Swati ma'am, Rakesh sir. These 5 days have been so overwhelming. It's like day and night, 24 hours. It's just attending the session in the evening and whole day we are only discussing about the session, how excellent the session is and how excellently it has been conducted. What I was surprised about how you people have poured your knowledge into the entire teaching fraternity. This is not something which is common. This is a treasure which you could have held and you could have grown in your own endeavors, but you have included all of us in this and combinedly you are raising the entire teaching community to a level which is unbelievable. I can't still come out of the trance which has happened. So God bless you all for such a beautiful program. And one request, please do not stop this. Come up with more such excellent programs which would really benefit our teaching community, all of us, teaching fraternity and our student community. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Seema ma'am. Yeah, then I think we can take Neelam Padmalata. Madam, you can unmute.
Yeah,
Neelam Padmalata.
good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. I'm from Bhavan's College, and ma'am, on behalf of all the participants, I would like to extend my wholehearted thanks for organizing such a wonderful workshop, ma'am. So, such
Thank
an
you so
enriching
much.
session we all had, and IP always sets a new benchmark whenever FDPs are conducted, and I think it should be something what other colleges and other institutes we have to look at, like how to conduct an FDP. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderful session. Thank you, Ramakrishna sir.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, Padmalata ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Shall we close off?
Yeah, please, Kalyani, so that we
Yes.
continue this session, and after session we can have
Yes,
more
yes.
Q&As as well as some more feedbacks also, because many people have raised their hands.
Hmm.
Now, due to time constraint of
Correct.
director, we may not be able to allow now. So after that,
Hmm.
we can go ahead.
Yes.
And one more, Kalyani,
Yeah.
just I
Yes,
would like to
yes.
say all the participants, once again, I'm reiterating that the feedback form will be shared to you tomorrow in the WhatsApp groups as well as in an email. That's one. Second is certificates. We'll issue certificates in a 1 week of time, because we have so much of a data and we have to get it from YouTube. We have to get it from our Zoom and Microsoft Teams, combine them, then see that who is attended, who not attended. So this exercise and printing of exercises, we also have other work commitments. Because of this, it takes a weekdays. Maybe by March 5th, we'll send you a certificates. We'll inform you. So please have a patience, please cooperate with us. And once we send a certificate, we have a record of that also. Even after 10 years also, you will ask, we'll give you a copy of that. So don't worry about your certificate and feedback forms. Please concentrate on the session by Dr. Swati Mathur. Kalyani, I'm done. You can instructions done.
Yeah,
So
without
Professor
any
Srivastava,
further
please.
ado, we will
Yeah,
now
just
move to the day 5 session. Today, we focus on finalizing our manuscript with AI tools assistance. In this session, we will understand how AI can help us in writing results, drawing conclusion, and refining our paper for submission. My colleague, Dr. Swati Mathur, is a resource person for today's session. She is currently working as assistant professor in the area of finance at Institute of Public Enterprise. She is joint coordinator of training division at IPE. Swati holds a doctorate degree from Osmania University and is an alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Kozhikode. Multitasking, and that too in a most efficient way, is something for which we admire Swati for. I think Ramakrishna sir also agrees for this. So she balances research, teaching, training, family, everything with equal passion. Coming to research, Swati's areas of interest are infrastructure management, corporate finance, and behavioral finance. And she has publications in ABDC A category and Scopus indexed journals. Always keen on learning something new, Swati often explores and learns how new AI tools can be used for research. Today, she'll discuss about AI assistance in writing results, drawing conclusion, and finalizing our manuscript. Swati, the forum is all yours now. Rock it.
So, good evening, everyone. It's really challenging for me that after a long 4-day FDP filled with so much of AI, how to write a paper for me to start and tell you more about AI. I'm sure you must be looking for having some more insights on how to write a paper. So I'll just start sharing my screen and we can start off. So I think by now you're all well equipped with or all have become AI masters and are using AI as a little genie to do all the work we can. So we know that a well-crafted paper is a ticket to publication, and we now have a step-by-step guide to writing a research paper. You must have seen a broad idea how to get an idea about your research and by using all the AI tools. And then we decide the next step I would advise you is to decide your target journal. So once you have an idea, you're identified, you're conducted some review of literature by now, you must have done your research gap using all the AI tools which was taught to you in all the 4 days. It is better to look at a target journal. Now, this is a very important part where people are always stuck, that how to choose a journal of your choice. So you have to choose between your scopus, that is, you want to go between Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, or any of the ABDC ranked journal. So for this, you can use a journal finder to shortlist your journal potentials. Now, we look into this as we proceed. And we also have to, now once you find your journal, you find a list. Like how do you do your review of literature? You will also have a certain few journals which from different, basically, which you have to select and shortlist them. So once you have done this, you have shortlisted your journals, then go and check for the technical requirements. Because if you start writing long and then you have to shorten it, so it's better that you target it. And usually you can start with around 6,000 word limit. The formatting, the citation styles, these are all very important. Now, if you're looking at writing at Scopus or ABDC journals, you need to cite articles only from them. If you're citing articles which are non-scopus in ABDC, your chance that your article gets rejected also is high. So your citation is also very important. Now analyze these published papers which you're reading to understand what is the tone of the journal, how they are looking at what kind of writing style they want. And then finally, you outline with your research methodology. Now, you outline your research paper. Then you start writing the first draft. Now, this is where now we are going to use our AI tools for refinement and structuring. Then finally, revise and finalize, that is edit for clarity, coherence, and alignment. So this is a step-by-step we need to follow for journals. So by now, in all these 5 days, you have gone and seen title generation, you have seen introduction review of literature, you have seen methodology, you have gone with yesterday Ramakrishna sir told you how to write your results, and now we are going to focus in this particularly on discussion conclusion, references, and writing your abstract. So this is what is the flow which we are going to follow. Now, this is the discussion. Once you finish your results, the discussion and the conclusion part are the most important part of the journal, because they are going to be telling you, this part is going to tell you what you really want to convey. Because till now you are being justifying that, so and so has said so and so had said in your review of literature and all those things. You were defining with what they were telling. You were writing hypothesis with a general statement. Now, in the discussion part, you have to write about the significance of your findings in relation to the existing knowledge, and which is the most important part of your manuscript. Now, this is where, you use full AI over here, but yes, we will be still using AI to form the idea. Because many people get stuck in this part. In most of the papers, you will see discussion and conclusion is coming together, or you can write it separately. But if you're going for, the higher end, that is Q1 or ABDC, A or B category, you have to have your discussion separately and conclusion separately. So conclusion will talk about it summarizes the main points of your study, restates and concise takeaway message, including your implications and future research directions. Now, how do I structure this detailed discussion? Your essential part of the interpretation. First part contains the essential interpretation based on your key findings. I will demonstrate to you how it works. Then the second part will be the unexpected findings which you have found in your results, because all your hypotheses you framed may not be accepted. Now, why? So compare and contrast it with some previous studies. That is your second part of your discussion. The third part of your discussion talks about the significance of your study and the unanswered question, that is your research question, and also your wherever you have missed and the potential for future research can be discussed. So we are just telling that the snippets for the finding effective discussion. So have a strong, have these words in your research paper that is having a strong correlation. The key insights suggest that use these words very frequently. Then you place your context with your previous study. That is, the results align with prior research, emphasizing the role of financial education. However, if you have found that some hypothesis has not been done, so these studies focus only on this, but this study is focusing on that. Then you have something called as acknowledge when the hypothesis may be incorrect. So then you write why. Now, when I'm writing all these snippets, that is discussion for future research and so on, so this is what we need to go. Now we start with the prompt delivery. So when I'm talking about it, how we want you to do it is, you, as Ramakrishna sir told, prepare a prompt directory. So by now, I'm just opening it. We have discussed, suppose I'm taking a paper. I'm taking a paper on financial literacy and well-being. So this is a paper which we have written, and the role of financial literacy, financial behavior, economic empowerment on financial well-being among self-help groups. Now, for example, this paper is there. Now I have to write an discussion and conclusion for this paper. Now this paper has a word limit of around 6,000 words. So what I should do? I don't know what to write. I'm very poor at it, like all of us are. So what I do is, at the first step, I'm just removing the conclusion which was written over here. I remove this and I save it as a sample paper. Okay. Browse. I'm trying to save it in downloads. I say financial well-being discussion, or I'll say sample paper. I save it in my downloads. Now I will go to ChatGPT. Now, if you know in ChatGPT, when you go for explore GPTs, you will find the Jenny AI, which is very good. So I'll just show you how to do it. So I'll go to explore GPTs. You will find this kind of a window over there. And over there, I'm typing directly Jenny AI. So see, I get Jenny AI, the AI research and writing assistant, which is much similar to ChatGPT also. Now I start a chat. Now for that, I'll first upload the paper. I'll go to downloads. I have the sample one for discussion, which I have opened it. Now the sample is ready. The paper is ready because this paper, the entire document is filled. Till results, we have to write discussion and conclusion. Now, as I have already opened, I have written in my prompt directory because we are running short of time. I've already written. I will say, write a discussion and conclusion separately for each research article. So in this, I'm going to write a separate discussion for. Now, I'm going to also tell the prompt that use academic style. I'm also telling, because my paper is in passive voice, I say it should be with passive voice. Use review of literature citations wherever required to support the discussion. I'm saying flesh skin card grade level to be between 8 and 10. That is, readability should be, readability should be between 8 and 10 grade a student. And I'm going to also talk about reading ease should be between 0.4 to 0.5. It means that it is very easy to understand. It is not very highly technical in nature. But when our paper, some papers, when it's very technical, the conclusion will automatically go very technical. So I will copy all this and then go to my Ginny. These prompts are already given. I will say upload. Now, the entire part is done for us. Now, we can take this, copy onto a new Word document, and then paste it over here. Now, I have, if I copy paste this directly in my document, you know, all of you, that it will get caught with AI. So the best thing is to copy in a Word document and then sit and correct it. So you have to remove. So I'm just trying to make it bigger so that it's very easy to understand. Now, again, I will be reading it in the first way. This is my first draft, and seeing that whether the findings are proper or not. So the findings of this study have underscored. Now, this is a very, very typical ChatGPT word. The minute these comes. So if you want that your article should be free of AI plagiarism, then we need to paraphrase it. So we all know that Quillbot is a very easy way of paraphrasing it, but we also have one more plugin called overall open write all. So what we can do is we can go to write all, that is writeful.com. You please note down writeful.com. If you open writeful.com, I'll open it for you again. It will have multiple things over here. Go and set an account for you. Once you get, it will ask you for premium and free premium and all that. You need not go right there. You go further down, you will have Writeful for Word for students and researchers. So when you open that, you will get it. Craft your easy papers, add to Word. Once you say add to Word, automatically it will get plugged in to your Word document. Like if you go to your home page, you will have this open document over here. Open Writeful. So once I do this, I copied the document onto this, new page. I will start editing the document using write all. So, you know, in Quillbot, you have to copy, and sometimes Quillbot will not give you properly. This also is an AI tool, which we have to use our mastermind, our human brain also. So I have opened write all. It's a plugin tool which comes in. Now see, write all is being loaded onto your Word document. Once we do this, now you have different things over here in the write full. That is check paragraphs, check document, generate, rewrite. So what do we want is, we want to rewrite. Don't go directly, rewrite. Once you go to rewrite, we can, you know, it can make a concise paragraph, make it punchy, like it's a tip, very much similar to your Quillbot, but you can do it directly over here. So what happens? I'm going to paraphrase. So the minute I say paraphrase, it will say select some text which you want to paraphrase. So I'm going to my first document and I'm just highlighting this. And then say paraphrase. Now, if you see, it has changed this. So once you use this particular writing, it will not get picked by any Turnitin or any plagiarism software. So it says the study results have highlighted. So now it's giving you a rough, broad direction of how your sentence has to be. So you can write over here, you can say, see, the findings of the study have underscored the critical role of financial literacy. So typical AI language. Now what you're writing, I'm changing it and saying insert. Now you see, the study results have highlighted the essential role of financial literacy in influencing financial behavior and promoting economic empowerment among women's self-help groups. So now this whole thing has been paraphrased. Now it is observed that financial literacy not only enhances, now some part of the results, whichever you have, you have got with the document, please try to insert in the discussion also. Now, whatever the statement which you are saying, the study has observed that financial literacy not only enhances financial decision making, but also contributes significantly to the financial well-being. Now, who has said this? Now, this article, the first sentence has been supported by the previous levy of literature, the great work done by Lusardi and Mitchell in the area of financial literacy. Now, the results align with previous research, which indicated that individuals with higher financial literacy exhibit more responsible financial behavior and are better equipped to manage economic uncertainties. So, if you go to our document, we are saying that, I just told you a snippet over here, see this, provide essential interpretation based on key findings. Then then provide supporting evidence. So in this place, I'm able to provide a supporting evidence that this results align with previous studies. So AI has generated that and kept for me. Now like this, for each one, you're going to establish, the strong correlation between so and so. Now, whenever you're using the strong correlation, whatever the values you have, you can try to put it over there. The significant findings suggest so and so. Now, the findings suggest that targeted financial literacy program can lead to significant improvement. Now, this sentence is again a typical ChatGPT. Take each sentence and go to the, rewrite, and then say paraphrase. Now, please do not do paragraphs together. Your iterations will go wrong. So I would advise you, take sentence by sentence, use the direction of the plugin of open, Writeful, and then use your brain, use the direction, and then rewrite the sentence. That whole process for you to write it will exactly take you not more than half an hour to 1 hour. So that is about talking about writing your discussion. One second. I'm going back to my slide. So that is talking about discussion and prompt directing. Now, one more thing which I wanted to show you, we also said that we are trying to have readability very easily. So then I go to review I also check for go to the spelling grammar, and then see if there are any problems in my sentences. So if there is something, it's behaviors, spelling mistakes, then go for similarity checks, then go for document statistics. Now we are trying to analyze. See here, if you have the readability, that is the flesh reading is still at 0%, then we have the flesh kin card grade level 19.6, passive sentences 46.1. So based on how you want your readability, like how I showed it to you over here, we are putting it should be between 8 to 10, 4 to 5. Keep on redoing the sentences, it will drop down. We are telling it should be around this, but anything between less than 0.4 also sometimes in a technical paper is acceptable. So please try to see this readability ease also, and you can give command to your GPT. At the same time, you can also write a command, do not store in your memory. So then it will not get the article does not store in the Turnitin repository. Most of the time, your whatever you have uploaded will not get stored, and next time your article will not be shown to AI. So once I write the discussion and conclusion, I will move to the prompt directory, same thing for abstract. So I take the same paper. I will take one more paper over here. I will say that there's another paper, or let me take the same paper. Sample document. I have the same paper. I'm removing the abstract which we have written. And then again, saving it as sample 2. Sample 2 for abstract. Now, once we save this, again, I will go to my GPT, upload the paper, and then now I'm going to my prompt directory, same thing. Now, depends every journal, whether, sometimes Sage, Elsevier, or whatever the kind of journal which you have chosen has a typical abstract form. So you must have seen that your abstracts are different forms. So, most of the time we write informative abstract or structured abstract. Now, what is informative abstract? Informative abstract will talk about research, your objectives, methods, key findings, and conclusion. So some journals want as an informative abstract, which is around 200 words, or some might be asking for a structured abstract with subheadings like your objectives, method, results, future conclusion, or something like that, based on the Elsevier or Emerald, whichever one you're taking as your journal finder. So now once you take this, you take the abstract. For example, write an abstract for each research article. I'm not writing this, write an abstract separately for the research article. Now we are specifying, we want a informative abstract. Write informative abstract in 200, around 150 to 200 words. Academic style, it should be passive. Now you want it passive or active? We are using passive voice. Use review of literature citation wherever required. Same thing, I'm writing it over here and giving the command to the Genie. Now, all of them, that is whether if you go to directly chat or Gemini or Claude or Genie, all of them will give similar results. Now, sometimes each one will write it in a different way. So you can still, like how you combine review of literature, you can use the same command in different AIs, collate all of them, and then tell it to write a abstract together. That will also work. So I'm giving this command and then say go. Did it save the paper? No, it is not read the paper properly. No. 1 second. There's a mistake in the command. Write the abstract for the above paper. I'm just recopying the whole thing. Above research article. Write informative abstract. Use academic style of writing. Kincard so-and-so. We are still saying that. And do not store in the memory. Oh my God, I forgot to upload the paper. Sample 2.
But then no worries, it will take the same paper.
Yeah, it's taken. Now, if you see, again, the role of everything is very clearly given. I will just take the same thing again and copy it in my document, which I've already done over here. Because I can't copy directly to my main paper because I have to first use the human brain or human AI and then finalize it and refine it and comb it so that it sits there properly. We can't just rely completely on AI. So I'm going to now start combing the paper so that it becomes fine and fine-tuned to how the abstract, how we want it. So the role of financial literacy, this one so-and-so, has been extensively studied, particularly in the context of so-and-so, given by Mahesh and Sharma. The study examines the impact on this. This is my dialogue, same thing. So each one, I can't copy it directly. We have to change some sentences wherever we want. I'm going again to, I'm doing one sentence over here. I'll go to rightful, rewrite, paraphrase. I'm selecting a structured methodology. I'm using this sentence. I will say paraphrase. Each one you have to keep on doing it. Now, it is given a systematic approach. No, I don't like it. Regenerate. It again gives systematic approach. A structured methodology was employed and data was collected from self-help group participants across various regions. Now, instead of using
once they want you to show how to plug in that once again.
Okay. Yeah. Now, oh God, where do I? It's not allowing me to one second. See, I'm opening a new window. I'm saying write full.ai. So I go type it over there. I will be getting writeful.com. So I go and click it over there. This is the screen which opens over here. Academic writing is hard and all those things. Now we have something called as sign in. So I have already signed in and kept. So you can just sign in over here. And once you keep going, it will keep asking you which plan, what to do, upgrade and all that. please go down on and scroll down. You will find Rightful Forward. Go there and click. Now, this is for students and researchers, and this is free. There's a paid version also. Now, when I say add to Word, now you have to just get it now. And you see, get started with the add-in. So you're already started it. Open Word. Now I already have it over here. Rightful Word only. So it gets plugged in automatically. When you see, you will get a plugin in your document. See, it gets added as a document, and every time whenever it comes with your, and it will be shown only in your home page. Now, once I do this, I will do all the changes to my abstract and my conclusion, further research. I will add. Now, this has given me a direction of what has to be there. I can't just follow this blindly. There must be something which I have my intent about the paper which is there and which I want to prove. So that is what is going to come in your discussion, and you can add it whatever you like in that at any point of time. And if you're not able to, type it the way you like it in your GPT. Want to add this, it will go and get whatever the feelings you have. Just type it to that. It will add to your conclusion and suggestion, or your discussion about whatever you feel like. For example, we had done, me and Kalyani had done a study on REITs. REITs and InvITs are a new form of investment. So, the hypothesis was negative and we had to support it. So we had to write so much of it that people, though it is very good, though it's going to be, in future a long way that it's going to attract and it's giving a lot of interest, people are still not investing. So why and how you need to add it to your discussion on this particular findings, whatever you have done. So after this, the next step we are doing it. And once your paper, by now, your paper is ready. So you have a full paper with you till your conclusion. And you have already done your referencing, because whatever you have done in review of whatever you have cited, you have added down in your referencing. Now you want somebody to look at your paper and see, because most of the time what happens when I'm doing my referencing is, I would have a reference and citation on top, and I would not have a connecting reference down. Or my reference, when I'm copying it and writing it, it might go wrong. So, all of you know how to take a typical reference and copy it into your. So sometimes when I'm taking a reference, so for example, let us, oh my God, this is going on. There are windows opening and it's not allowing me to stop screen share. So you go to Google Scholar. You go to Google Scholar, you know how to copy a reference very simply. Now, for example, I'm looking at articles on financial literacy. I have got so and so. So the Lusardi is the most cited one, C3250. Now, instead, how do I cite? You go to the site, you copy whichever style you want. Now you have copied Lusardi Anomalia and you have copied it into your main paper. For example, let us see. I have gone into my sample2 document and I have copied the whatever I want as is. See, Lusardi, Mitchell, whatever I have copied onto my documents. And your citation is ready. Your paper is ready now. Now, how do I want to check whether everything is fine or not? Now, the next step is I go to another AI site called as Tricks AI. I'll just open a window for you. Tricks.ai. Okay. Now, this is only to check whether your referencing are perfect or not, whether you have done anything wrong or right or whatever it is. So once your document is ready, again, I told you, you're combing to make it more simpler and easier. So what I do is I go upload. Now I have a folder over here. I am having this financial literacy and well-being paper. I take it and upload it because by now I have completed my paper till referencing whatever I have done. Now I want to know whether it's proper, exists, more or not. So I open it over here and then I say tricks it. I think I've done it more than once time. So anyway, once you do this, you're uploading, you get your paper like this. Because I've used it more than, you can use it once a day. Anytime you use it more than once, it will ask you to upgrade to premium. So once you do it, your paper comes like this. Now see this. Now tricks like, somebody has edited your paper and given it to you. This is how it comes. So, everything is given here, referencing style. Now see, I have written in my paper, Mahesh and Sharma. It says, no, you have to write it like this. It is Mahesh and Sharma. This is a citation. It says, no matching over down there. Mahesh and Sharma, Khan, et al. So everything. So if you see, Ingale and Paluri 2022. My citation needs to be corrected over here. Now, if you go further down, it will give you. Now, for example, I have used Saluja et al. 2020. There is something which is to be done here. See, no matching reference was found in the reference list. So it means that there is something. So for example, let us see this Saluja et al. 2020. There is some mistake which I have committed in my citing. So I'm going down, going to Saluja et al. Now, please see this. I have written on top Saluja 2020, but actually the article says the citation is Saluja 2023. I have written it as 2020. So it's a mistake I have done and I need to check it back again. So that is what I'm going to do that and keep checking. So see, I've written it as 2020. So there is some mistake which has happened. Now, for example, if you go, it says Comson 21. Now I have written here Comson 21. Why is it showing there's an error? Let us go and check Comson. Comson. Now, if I say Comson 21, but with Comson, there are so many more people. So I have to write there Comson et al. 21. So again, I have done some problem with my referencing. So this paper, if you go to tricks.ai, it's going to tell you that wherever your referencing is wrong, what you have done, the spelling mistakes, all this is going to be captured and told you at the review stage where you can correct it and make it into a more better refined version where instead of being sent by the reviewer to do these corrections and send you back. So the AI itself is reviewing the paper and giving it to you. That is called as Tricks AI. So that is the last part of my thing. So load your paper in Tricks AI and get a review and correct it accordingly. Now, I found this very important tool when I was going through LinkedIn, that is AI tools for manuscript writing, and I thought I would share it with you. So this is same thing. See, if you have title generation, you can use Writeful, SEMrush, and Abstract also you can use Ask Your PDF, Scholar C, which you have seen already. And for keywords and for review of literature, you have so many more, Research Rabbit and your lit maps and so on. So this is again a picture which is giving you exactly what to be done. So with this, thank you very much. I'm open for questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Swati, for the wonderful session. Before we proceed to the Q&A session, myself, along with Professor Y. Ramakrishna and Dr. Swati Mathur, would like to take a moment to express our sincere gratitude to everyone who made this successful faculty development program possible. First and foremost, a round of applause for all of you, the dedicated participants. Your active participation, inquisitive minds, and willingness to learn have been the driving force behind this program's success. We extend our heartfelt thanks to our esteemed director, Professor S. Srinivasamurthy. His unwavering support and encouragement have been instrumental in shaping this program. We would also like to acknowledge the invaluable contributions of our IT support team, Dr. Rakesh Fanindra and Mr. Fani Kumar, in ensuring smooth running of this program. We thank all of you once again for all the people who are involved and all the participants. We hope you carry the learnings and experiences from this program forward in your journey of integrating AI into your research work. Now, we move to the question and answer segment. All those who want to ask questions, as usual, you can raise your hand. We will be letting you one by one. So I'll first go with Dr. Venkatesh Matteni. Sir, you can unmute and ask your question.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, one doubt. Will you suggest any AI tool for data presentation, ma'am, like diagrams, etc.? Is there any AI tool for that?
You have to use Tableau. I think Ramkrishna sir and Rakesh sir can tell it better. So see, for drawing, you have eDrawSoft, you have Tidbit. Am I sharing the screen? Is the screen visible?
No.
No, ma'am.
One second.
Data presentation is also important, ma'am.
So can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Yes. So for data visualization, you can use Power BI Tableau or eDrawSoft Tidbit, which is not very easy for social science researchers.
Okay.
The next.
Then, Swati, shall I move to the next?
Yeah.
One? Yeah. Yashwant H. Please unmute and ask your question.
It's not a question, ma'am. I want to just give a feedback.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yes, good evening. This session was very good. I'm a social worker actually. I'm MSW from Roshan Nilaya. This is my first year and this session was very interesting. At the day one, I felt it was like a boring session, but as it went on, it was so interesting that I want to learn there are more AIs, not just ChatGPT.
You're true.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
and through this, I thought it might be a cheating, so that everybody, other than my classmates, they're using, like normally they're writing their section assignment, everything. So if I use this, will I feel? I felt very cheating, but through this session, it was very assuring that I'm not cheating myself.
Yes, that's the wrong like misconception what people have.
Yes.
Whenever you using ChatGPT is a crime. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So
Yes.
use
We have to
ChatGPT
take
as
its
your
assistance and
Yeah.
of course, as I always
Yes.
tell, give our human touch.
No, no,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
telling you, use the chat GPT like Alauddin and his genie. So chat GPT is your genie.
yes, yes, ma'am.
Use it,
And
but
yes,
don't use it in the wrong way.
yes, I'm not gonna abuse it, but this will give me a little bit information where I can write my assignment properly.
Yeah. So take the direction with it and then put your human
Yes,
brain, because once the direction is there, it becomes very
yes,
easy for you to use your brain and write it and refine it.
yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Now we move to Amrita from Bits Pilani, Goa. Please unmute and ask your question.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Thank you for the allowing me to ask my question. My question: I am actually doing my research in an interdisciplinary area where I am involving marketing, consumer behavior, as well as I'm integrating agricultural aspects. So it is somewhere in between agribusiness. Okay, so what happens is it is very difficult for me to finalize journals, even though I'm currently writing an SLR plus meta-analysis paper. It is very difficult for me to finalize a journal. So is there anything or any AI tool that will help me to at least find that if I want to target an ABDCA or if I want to target an ABDCB or any Q1 Scopus Q1 paper, journal as such, is there any AI where I can actually help myself to
You have
just
lot of journal finders which are there in the reading material. So for example, I'm just sharing my screen again.
okay.
1 second. So share screen. Now, for example, I want to go for a journal finder. I'm shutting this. I have one same thing, a green, exploring green buying intentions. Now I've written this paper and I want to know where I can put it. So I made the abstract and then I copy the abstract and then I go to Google and then ask for journal finder. Now all these the big journals have come up with the journal finder like Elsevier journal finder, Willy journal finder, Springer journal finder, Taylor, and these are all the publishers. So now all of them have come up with their journal finders. Now, for example, I'm just taking first one, that is, okay, let's take Elsevier. I'll go to Elsevier. I'll have each one, you have to keep on trying. This is not something, that magic that it will happen in a second. So like ChatGPT, it's not so instantaneous. You have to do some effort. Now I will go for match my abstract or keywords. So match my abstract, I will copy my abstract over here. And then I will say for this, find journals. Now, it has given me some journals which are coming over here. These are all open access and they're asking for taxes. Now I don't want them. See this. So many journals are there. Now, whenever you go for a journal finder like this, it will give you a lot of journals. See, so many are there. You have to keep on looking at each one. And then if I'm not happy with still, I'll go to another one. I'll go to Springer. And again, same thing. Your title, manuscript, keyword, something has to be ready. I type there and then I search what is there in Springer. Now this is, I've got some other journals with the impact factor, relevance, and so on. Now for each one, I need to copy this, go back to the Schemago ranking and check whether it is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, or go to the ABDC list and check. Now, some of them are, discontinued. You know how to go to Schemago ranking and do all that. So this is how you need to find your journal.
Okay, now we
Thank
will be moving to Abdul Hamid Abubakar. Sir, you can unmute.
Am I audible, madam? Good evening,
Yes,
madam.
sir.
Good evening,
Yeah.
madam.
Yeah.
First of all, I thank the team IPE for organizing this wonderful seminar. Madam, I have a question, madam. Just now you have shown Tricks AI.
Hmm.
If we upload our document, will it comes under Turnitin or any other
No.
plagiarism?
That
No.
is just a reviewer showing you that where you have done fault so that rectifying it. Because generally what happens is when you complete your article, there are some citations and references which do not match, and it's a real process of checking it again. Instead of you doing it manually, it is helping you do it. That's all.
Okay. Next, we move to R. Venkateshwar Rao garu. Sir, you can unmute.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, madam, it is audible?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, madam, this is Dr. R. Venkateswara, madam. So, madam, whenever you are using this AI tool, what is the percentage of plagiarism we are going to consider, madam?
Sir, if you're copying directly, you will get full plagiarism. But if you're copying it onto a document, changing the language and re-paraphrasing it and then copying it back, then definitely the plagiarism will be reduced to less than 10.
Yes, madam, but these are all our AI tools you are using, madam.
That's what, sir. I told you, last May you have to use some words of your own because the sentence has to be broken. Whenever, that is why you're copying it onto a Word document, you're changing the style, you're adding some words of your own, and then using some paraphrasing tool and then copying it back onto your main document.
Okay,
If you copy directly, it will 100% show plagiarism, sir. This is just
anyhow, you need to work on it, madam, definitely.
You need to work on
but
it.
Some actual, what is the some range what you are going to permit it with? Now the latest tools are given AI plagiarism also they are showing.
Yes, sir, it is doing.
AI percentage also.
Yes.
Anything less than 20% will be acceptable by most of the journals. And
Please.
some of the reputed journals, they look for only less than 10%.
Less than 10. But if you're using AI, but you have to redo, that's what I was just telling it, that you cannot paraphrase paragraphs by paragraphs. The sentence and meaning will change. You have to do it sentence by sentence.
Okay, thank you very much, madam.
We will now move to Dr. Pramod Kumar Nayak. Sir, you can unmute.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Ma'am, I want to ask you that in the AI, as everybody is using to writing the research paper and all kind of writing, now it is the very difficult to find out whether these are the true work or it is false work, but is the help of AI. Now, starting from problem identification to the end, yeah, as far as my concern, that in this FDP we have got many tools to use and write the paper. But the novelty of the paper depends on how the researcher proceeds and get the work done with the true sense. So how it can help us that our ethical considerations.
Sir, as we just were going on telling from the day one, that AI is just assisting you. And if you're relying on AI, especially, if you're not using it and it gives you just tell, write review of literature for this particular topic. It is going to write references. The minute you check those references back again, none of them will be right. It will be all somewhere. You'll not find it at all. So you have to go in for searching, that is connected papers or research rabbit and so on. Get those papers, take those summaries, and then write your review of literature from them. And your idea will be your own. Definitely your novel idea will be there, and AI will be trying to divert it somewhere with that thinking. You have to be very strong enough to hold your idea and then keep on reviewing part by part, piece by piece. Do not do it at a stretch. And if you're telling AI to write review of literature on its own, the referencing part and the citations part will all be hypothetical and wrong. It will not be right.
And one
Only
more thing,
one.
even I want to add some points here. Sir, it is all our mind, our creativity. We are giving direction to AI. AI is assisting us. It is exploring into those areas very quickly. If we have to spend 6 hours, it is spending 1 minute. But the idea behind that, what answer it has to give, is mine. If I don't like the answer, I have to redirect it. No, this is not right. You please try to understand. Please chat with it like you chat with your friend or some of your colleague. This is not the right way. Please understand. This is the way you have to think.
Yeah.
This is the way you have to give me the output. So everything is your direction. Only with the language part, only with some suggestions, it is giving you assistance. Everything
And
finally is in your hand. If you are listening to whatever AI says, we will be caught in the
your
web of
idea
AI.
will be gone immediately. You will be
Yes.
diverted into some other place.
Another
As long
question,
as you 100% rely
Kalyani,
on AI, you're caught in that web.
fine, Kalyani. Yeah, he's asking another question. Just yeah.
well, my point is, another point is that it is directing in the data collection or questionnaire, whatever we have done doing nowadays, and the real result from getting from the respondents, and sometimes these results are so critical to analyze that it is giving a misdirection to the research, and for that reliability and validity is also, then many research papers we have find out that result is showing something which is may not be the absolute true nature, but to manipulate the data, and AI is helping in it. In this case, what can a researcher do?
So Pramod Kumarji,
Yeah, yes.
Kalyani, please, Pramodji. See,
Sir.
AI, as far as we are suggesting, is that there is a one tool which can help you for basic things. And now, if you are using a very high-end models and very sophisticated statistical techniques and tools and all, at this point of a time, AI is not going to support you. AI will not do
Sir.
anything for you.
Sir.
So now it is up to us. See, we are not advocating any AI or anything per se. So there are people who are novice in the sense who just starts their career doing a research and find it difficult in writing a paragraph and all. Those people can rely on, and the senior professors like you, me, and we have our own methods, our own traditional conventions, which we are doing it. We continue with that only. When and where required, we'll take a help of AI. Otherwise, we have our own human intelligence. So that's the answer, sir.
Because one research in neuromarketing I was doing in the lab, and while analyzing the data, I
Yes,
stuck
absolutely, it will give you
somewhere.
wrong. Yeah.
I stuck somewhere, and I thought this result is not at all giving me
Yeah.
at least some hypothetical, rather I can say synthetic data.
Right.
That is that I have used, and I have seen the miracle that the result has given us something which is beyond my expectations.
Yeah. That
So
happens.
by seeing this, when I asked my co-author and professor, then he told we have to give something which this AI is, because that is absolute fine result it is given.
Yeah.
By cleansing our data and using the synthetic data from our pattern, the machine learning has given. So that kind of things I have already experienced.
Thank you, sir.
The point is that in this sense it is very difficult nowadays.
Yes.
Things
No,
are
all the time it is the same, sir. We have to cross check, we have to revalidate, then we have go ahead. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much. Thank you for your feedback and
Yeah.
your questions. And I guess
think-
you also answer from Vivek ji in the chat box also. You can read that. Meanwhile, you can Kalyani, go ahead with other questions.
Yes.
And keep your responses quick and short, but don't jump into discussion with the participant at this point of a time.
Okay. Now we have Dulam Srinivasa Rao. Sir, you can unmute. Dulam Srinivasa Rao.
Ma'am, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
I would like to, first of all, I would like to thank for your wonderful session, ma'am. My question is,
Thank you, sir.
we depend completely on AI for citations. We are finding wrong citations. For example, the citations which are given in AI We are trying to find the same citations in the textbook and papers. We are not finding exact citations, ma'am. They are giving
100%,
wrong.
sir. You will not, cannot
Swati.
tell AI to write.
Yeah, that's why I'm requesting you. Can you tell me any AI tool which can give you exact citations?
No, we are not developing any AI tools of our own. Whatever the AI tools it is there, we are using the same, and we are also facing the same answer. Just I read the one of the responses from Professor Vivekji from IIM Lucknow in the chat box. He says AIs are a double-edged tools, swords. So you use for the good, better. That's one. Second is you have to recheck before using AI, and also you have to do after also. That validation, everything you have to do it. So they are the machines, whatever it comes, they give. So there is no best tool that we can suggest to you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sulamas.
And then, yeah, Vivekji, I think you can share your thoughts.
Ma'am, I was just
Yeah.
saying that this references never use blindly the ChatGPT or Claude or Bing, anything
Never.
to generate references. But there is a custom GPT, sir has very clearly mentioned. If you open the browser, go to ChatGPT, left hand side you have custom GPTs, just click that, then use consensus. There is a product, separate product, consensus. It works on Semantic Scholar, as sir has mentioned. So Semantic Scholar has got more than 200 million papers. So in ChatGPT, using consensus, when you generate each of those links, you should click and it will take you to a physical paper. And then as Swati ma'am has very clearly mentioned that please check whether it is a good journal. Correct? It has to be a ranked journal, Simago journal or ABDC, anything. Don't use journals which are lowly ranked. Don't use C level and D level journals, because many of the desk rejects happen by only checking the reference list itself. If we have referred to a predatory journal article, even if one we have referred, AI will be able to very quickly find out how many journal references you have used. The moment they will not even read the title, they will not read the abstract, they will only check your reference list. If it is not good enough, they'll desk reject the paper.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
So
sir.
true.
Yeah. Then we will go for Mallebattula Jyoti Sai. Please unmute.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good
Please.
evening.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, ma'am and the sirs, thank you for the wonderful session. Actually, I am an MTech student, second year. I think this is the right time where I get guidance how to write journals or for the searching of journals and how to explore the information for references section. This is the right time. I think the guidance has really make my journal research paper very good. And from the day one, I'm following each and every classes, like the different tools ma'ams and sir told regarding the chat gpt. I think everyone know about the chat gpt, but explore chat gpts are really I can say lack of that knowledge. We are lagging behind that time where we cannot find correct sources where we can correct the journals. So thank you, ma'am and sirs, for the wonderful session. And today also regarding the references, even every people file difficulty in their references section, how to cite the references and all. I think ma'am has given such a wonderful insight regarding the references, how to cite the references. And thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir, for all your guidance. Thank you.
Thank you.
Then Gangula Chaitanya Das. Sir, you can unmute and ask.
Hello. Madam, am I
Hello, sir.
audible?
Yes,
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, madam. As you also spoke, and I thank you for giving me the second opportunity. I want to speak when Director Sir was there. I want to, in a lighter note, scholarly note, everyone are talking, but I want to say it in one scholarly note. Sir, Director is a producer, and you are all Bahubali 1, Bahubali 2, and Bahubali 3. It is like bombarding with just like you can say expressed by all the participants there. You can see their emotions. I'm very happy. I have attended a lot of FDPs, madam, but this is like something connected. I don't know why. Was mesmerization and what you all did, I don't know. But everyone got touched, and everyone will definitely participate and will suggest to their colleagues to participate and affiliate with the IPE. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Then again, I think we have Rakesh. Rakesh Garu, please unmute and ask your question.
गुड इवनिंग मैम। आदरणीय रामकृष्णन सर, कल्याणी मैम और पूरी आईपीए टीम के परिवार को एक अभूतपूर्व दूसरे फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम की 5 दिन की सफलता के लिए सर बहुत बहुत बधाई। मेरा क्वेश्चन है सर, उसके पहले मुझे 1 मिनट चाहिए, सॉरी लेट हो गया। आप नहीं मानोगे सर, आपसे जो इंग्लिश चांद और धरती जैसा मेरा इंग्लिश का और मेरा है, लेकिन आपके रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर को कम से कम 10-10 बार सुनता हूँ डिक्शनरी लेके, जो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, क्योंकि आपकी जो बातें हैं सर वो, और दूसरी कल्याणी मैम आप जिस तरह से बात करने के लिए आपकी जो चेहरे की वो बात है मैम, वो उसके जरिए हम जुड़ते रहते हैं कि आप, हमें लगता है कि हमारा परिवार है एक इस तरह से। सर मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि मैंने एक प्रपोजल बनाई है मानो हिंदी में रिसर्च के लिए, और उसकी ग्रामेटिकल और थोड़ी बहुत आगे पीछे की जो मिस्टेक है वो देखने के लिए मुझे हिंदी लैंग्वेज के लिए कितना यूजफुल रहेगा। और दूसरा कि यदि मैंने इसमें मेरे थीसिस का एक आध चैप्टर हिंदी का अपलोड कर दिया देखने के लिए, तो वो प्लेगियरिज्म में वो लोग ले लेंगे या नहीं आएगा?
सर आपका पहला क्वेश्चन फिर से बोलिए।
पहला क्वेश्चन मेरा है कि मैंने एक रिसर्च प्रपोजल बनाई है
हाँ।
हिंदी में,
हाँ।
ठीक है, और मैं उसे अपलोड कर रहा हूँ जीपीटी या कहीं और जगह पे,
हाँ।
तो उसकी ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक सारी ठीक हो जाएगी? हिंदी लैंग्वेज के लिए पूछ रहा हूँ।
कोई भी लैंग्वेज के लिए ठीक हो जाएगी सर, जो लैंग्वेज में आप देंगे वो लैंग्वेज में आपको वापस मिलेगा।
ओके। और दूसरा जो प्लेगियरिज्म वाला मैं कह रहा था,
प्लेगरिज्म वाला अगर आप आर्टिकल डायरेक्ट पूरा डाल रहे हैं तो आपको रिटर्न में उतना ही देखना पड़ेगा कि जो क्या डाल रहे हैं आप उसके अंदर। तो अगर आप पूरा आर्टिकल उसको दे रहे हैं ठीक करने के लिए तो डेफिनेटली वो दूसरा प्लेजरिज्म चले जाएगा, बट एआई का प्लेजरिज्म आ जाएगा, एआई असिस्टेंट या एआई टूल्स आ जाएगा। तो इसीलिए आप पीस बाय पीस करिए, सेंटेंस बाय सेंटेंस करिए।
ओके ओके,
पूरा फाइल
थैंक
कभी
यू।
नहीं अपलोड करने का।
ओके मैम, ओके,
Okay,
बहुत बहुत
next.
बधाई सर
Yeah.
मैम और आपको।
धन्यवाद जी। Next we go to Kamala. Please unmute.
Hello.
Madam, please.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you so much, Ramakrishna sir. Always heard about it, but never got a chance to actually listen to any of the sessions. So thank you for such a wonderful session. And Kalyani ma'am and Swati ma'am, awesome way of giving the details which are there. I just wanted to ask one thing, that possibly there would be some paid AI tools which maybe Grammarly checking or certain things which are there, which can be afforded by institution. Can you suggest me which tool we should be purchasing?
To be very honest, we didn't purchase anything. We are trying with the free versions till now.
So I just feel that, if at all, there are certain things, specifically what happens, ma'am. For us, we have certain MCOM students who come from a very, rural background. They face lots of problems in English. Now, and for us, the challenge is time. We want them to put up their ideas. They come up with such lovely ideas from their rural areas. They bring such wonderful thoughts which are there. But when we want to put that, it's like literally word to word, sentence to sentence, everything has to be changed. So we feel, why can't it happen? we purchase one such tool. So if at all there's something, we really would like to go to that. And Ramakrishna sir, wonderful sir.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Kamlakar, thank you very much for your attending all this. Swati and Kalyani, Kamlakar is the head of the department commerce at Bhavan's College, Sanikpuri.
Okay.
Oh,
And
Hmm.
she's attending our sessions completely. Now I'm wondering because when I go to college, I see her how hectic day she will have. But and now it is 10 o'clock. She is still actively attending our sessions. Thank you very much for that, ma'am. And second is, as you raised the point that people who come from a rural backgrounds and learning English and all. See, I also came from the same background, but you know all the history of mine, everything. And even today, sometimes I make a mistakes. My editor is Dr. Kalyani, who always points out the mistakes. Now, I am not using any generative AI tools or anything. My only way of learning English is MS Word. In MS Word, whatever the thoughts that I have, I'll write one sentence there. Then in MS Word, there is an option called as a review. In a review, you go for a review, grammar and spell and grammar check.
We
Do
just
the
showed it, no, sir.
yeah, we should. They thought
I just
it is also an AI tool. Now don't
yeah,
need to
I
again.
just showed it in the
Yeah.
process.
No. When you showed it, maybe they felt that it is again another AI tool. So this is exclusively in a MS Word only. So you type one sentence, just or one or two sentences there. Then go to the review, spell and grammar check. It will correct your sentences. Then take the right sentence to the another paragraph. Likewise, sentence wise, if we start working, maybe initially it takes a weekdays or 10 days to get the things fixed. But thereafter, once you get tuned with it, your number of errors or mistakes that you commit will come down. First day, you may commit 100 errors, but by the end of 10-15 days, your errors will be 10 or 15. And as always, I tell to Kalyani, there should be two, three errors in our sentences because we are not native English. We are a Angreji Dushman. So instead of suggesting them for going for paid versions and all, just ask them to work out on MS Word continuously. Then their writing skills will improve dramatically within a very short time period.
And one more, there is a suggestion from Vivek ji
Yeah.
in the chat box. iAsk.ai is free for all academic students with .edu or .ac.in mail IDs with our official IDs. I think if we log in, this is a free one. And he also says that iAsk.ai has a free option for improving English. He has provided the link. Madam, please, I think you can access the chat box. He has kept the link also. You can share this with your students. Sir, you're on mute, Ramakrishna. You're talking something?
Just flawlessly is another way. That just go ahead with two or three. I guess participants are also done.
Yeah, there is one more. Jyotsna. What was this? Jyotsna Francis. Madam.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. Thank you for hosting such a wonderful section. I have a doubt regarding literature review. May I?
Please go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. So when my topic is related to financial well-being. So it is something which is multi-dimensional nature. So you told that you can go for thematic review if your topic has some multiple dimensions, right? So when we thematically analyze, how we have to organize the content in each heading, whether it is chronological order or again thematic wise, what way we have to arrange that?
See, first thing, are you building a model? Like there are some independent variables and
Yes,
dependent
ma'am.
variables.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
you have to go to conceptual framework or what do you say? Based on your variables, whatever linkages are there, you have to use that LR approach.
Okay.
Not the thematic one. For each of the relation, okay, for example, financial literacy and financial well-being. If you want to develop a hypothesis for this particular relation, write all the connected literature review, whatever earlier studies have explored, arguments in favor, like there is a positive relation between these two, or there is a negative relation, or there is no relation between financial literacy and financial well-being. What all people have said earlier, write those arguments, add your insights. What do you feel? Because there is no concluded opinion on all this, once again we have to explore all these things, and then you say because earlier literature is uh, talking like this, I would like to hypothesis like this, and then you write your hypothesis. So for each of the relation,
Well,
the
I'll take
normal
next
relation,
question.
the mediation, the moderation, for everything you have to detailedly give separately under each heading. You have to give your literature review in a funnel approach. Please explore further. We will move to the next participant, Ahmed.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Ahmed ji, you can unmute.
Yes, Kalyani, we stop with these three, Damraju, then Nisha
Yes,
and
that's all,
Rizwan.
sir. Yes.
Good evening. Good
Good
evening.
evening. You are audible, sir. Please. So, I think there was some problem. Damaraju Uma Shankar, please unmute and ask your question.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, madam. First of all, thank you so much for the wonderful session. So my question is, whenever we are using any kind of AI tool or probably an AI platform, we normally are asked to, to either create a login and a password or probably log in with our Google account itself. Now, my reply is sorry, my question is, if at all we are using our official, Gmail, which we normally, use for all official and professional purposes in order to, join these AI platforms. And even though our intentions are very genuine and legitimate, that is to only use AI as a tool in order to improve the quality and the standard of our research, would there be any kind of a problem, which probably reflects because, all the inputs that we normally give, because we are signed through the Gmail account, there is a possibility that, when a counter intelligence to AI happens, because all of our, data is stored in Google already. So will this reflect adversely, upon, our intentions? So this is one, question I have, madam. And
Yeah, Umashankar garu, using an official mail ID is not a big deal because it will not create any problem because anyways we are using that. But my always when I am using AI and all, I use my personal email ID. And even if I use a personal mail ID, also credentials are same, everything is the same. Now, as long as we are not stealing the work of some others and saying that this is my work, uh, nothing could happen. And maximum, if at all, if you publish an article with a content very much of high plagiarism and nobody notices this, and after that journal finds it, simply journal asks you to retract the paper.
Yes.
So when retractions happens, that is a that damages your credibility.
Absolutely.
So many times, even these days, social media also, especially people who are working in a public sector enterprises, we are seeing that some ICSs are here and there. We notice that these professors now their papers has been retracted so much. So
Yes,
that kind of a negative things happen.
Yes,
So as long as we are using a AI legitimately and minimally, it is not going to create any harm for us. That's the one. And second is in this forum, I also like to tell to everyone here is that see in academics only we are talking a lot about AI and plagiarism and so on and so forth. But every other area, AI is highly accepted. Take for banks are using AI, agriculture is using AI, then startups are using AI, government is using AI. So AI is everyone is using.
Yes.
But what for we are using is the thing. So, sir, as long as we are legitimate, we use the minimals and we are within the limits. nothing is going to happen to your
Yeah,
credibility.
exactly, sir. So that's my intention as well.
Yes, that's what.
So we are, absolutely clear as to what we want from this particular artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
And we can also, we are in a, we have the capability and also the intelligence to what you say, kind of use our own human intelligence.
Yes, sir.
So the thing is actually, because, this technologically, it's a very complicated network.
Yeah.
Because somebody signs, with his official account.
Yeah.
If there might be a doubt tomorrow that somebody, because all our information is stored everywhere.
Yes, that's what.
So
Not advisable to use official mail ID, sir. Personal mail, because it is our personal risk.
Absolutely, sir. That is
because sometimes personal mail IDs, what happens is we have official communication. Somebody is sending a mail to the information which may be sensitive and all.
Yes.
And these users AI tools, they capture that information also.
Absolutely.
And there's a major challenge that now DeepSeek is facing. So DeepSeek is taking all the data and submitting it to. If you're using DeepSeek on your mobile phones,
yes, sir.
It's simply taking everything from your mobile phone and submitting it to the China's mobile operator.
See, that is the problem, sir. Exactly. This is the only thing I just wanted to understand.
So going with
Thank you, sir.
personal
Wonderful session, sir, and absolutely scintillating contributions from each and every person. Absolutely fantastic, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, sir. Ahmed ji, now we are ready, I think. You can ask your question.
Thank you, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, sir, you can continue. Okay, again, he's not
Is
there.
there any-
Nisha Khanna ji.
Fine.
Nisha Khanna ji.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can
Yes,
ask.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, namaste. I have two questions, ma'am. That फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दैट मैम अगर हम लोग वहां से प्लेगरी जैसे हम लोग रिसर्च करते हैं कोई चीज इन ऐप की मदद से तो सर वहाँ पे मतलब प्लेगरिज्म का रिस्क ज्यादा रहता है तो उसको रिमूव करने के लिए क्या करेंगे सर ताकि कम प्लेगरिज्म हो
अब वही तो बताया ना निशा जी कि आपको एक वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट में आप जो जो कॉपी कर रहे हैं उसको कॉपी कर लीजिए बना लीजिए एंड दैट विल बी योर डायरेक्शन दैट इज लाइक योर मैक्रो वॉट एवर यू हैव डन उसको फिर आपको सेंटेंस बाय सेंटेंस उसको ठीक करना पड़ेगा दैट आपका ह्यूमन टच लाना पड़ेगा एंड उसको वो राइट ऑल में डाल के उसको ठीक करना पड़ेगा एक एक सेंटेंस बाय सेंटेंस आई अगेन रिपीट नॉट पैराग्राफ बाय पैराग्राफ इट शुड बी पैराफ्रेज सेंटेंस बाय सेंटेंस एंड आपका एंटायर मीनिंग बदले ना उसका
ओके
प्लेजरिज्म फ्री हो जाएगा आपका डॉक्यूमेंट
जी मैम और मैम दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि मैम उस दिन मैंने एमएस टीम से जो क्लास किया था उसके बाद वो ऐप हटा दिया तो कोई दिक्कत होगा
ना
कोई दिक्कत नहीं है कोई दिक्कत नहीं है टाइपिंग एवरीथिंग
ओके थैंक यू सर
ओके डॉक्टर रिजवाना यम Madam, you can ask.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, is there any AI tool in hypothesis checker, ma'am? As the hypothesis fits or match like that, any tool is available at AI, ma'am?
There is a hypothesis checker tool.
Yeah, just in Explore GPT,
Yes,
you can have, there is a hypothesis creators,
Yes.
hypothesis checker, hypothesis
Yeah,
formatting.
Explore GPT you have.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
And that's all, sir. I think all the hand raised things are over. We have taken all the questions successfully. So, sir, shall we close off?
Yeah, please.
Thank you very much.
Dear participants, thank you for your patient listening, cooperation, and encouragement through all the 5 days, not only from the last 5 days. I think from the time we have floated the program, we have been receiving this overwhelming response.
Thank you
Keep
very
continuing this, and we want you all to submit papers to our IPE annual finance conference with all the inputs that you have received over last 5 days. Ramakrishna sir and Swati, you can also.
I have something to tell. Like for the next 5 days, every one day they can write one section, and by the end of next Friday, their papers will be ready. And in another week, they can revise and then send it off to us.
So you are setting them targets, Swati, 1 week, 5 days, huh?
No, 5 days, every day.
5
One
days.
day, with idea generation, second day with review of literature, third day with
with the pace at which we have proceeded. Fine.
So we wish you all the best And we are there free to call us anytime and ask for any doubts. And please go ahead and start writing your research articles. At least form the idea over the weekend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, one and all. And signing out for now, and maybe sometime in future, very shortly, we will come back to in the sharing of knowledge process.
Thank you.
That's all from us.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, Rakesh, thank you very much for all your support. Then we can, I guess, we can leave now, leave the Zoom meeting.